Hello everyone and welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. My name is Stratton and for today's workout we're going to be hitting our legs and core. So we're going to be doing 3 different circuits for the workout today. Each circuit's going to be done for 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds in between, and we're going to repeat each circuit 3 times. For the workout today you're going to require that variety of dumbbells. As always, here's the dumbbells I'm using, but keep in mind these are just for reference and to lift within your own abilities. I'm going to start you with a warm-up and we're going to end with a cool down today. Alright, legs, core. Are you ready to do this one in Move Daily? Me too. Let's go. All right, let's warm up our legs here. I am going to brace myself up against this wall and do some front and back leg swings. And I'm gonna bend my knee and do some hip extensions. Hip rotations, sorry. And I'm gonna do the same for the other leg, starting off with those leg swings. And bend that knee, do some hip rotations. All right, let's do some torso rotations here. Good, and we're gonna do some air squats, bodyweight squats. Do 5 of these. Alrighty, here's your first 3 exercises. We're gonna be doing some step ups here to start. I'm gonna use my bench. If you don't have a bench to use for step ups, you can do a alternating front lunge. All right, grab those dumbbells and join me on back. All right, starting off here, we're going to go into a step up. We're just warming things up for right now. So I'm just gonna go no weight for now, for this round. I'm gonna stand close to my bench, slowly lowering myself down. And we're not dropping down, and we're gonna alternate feet. We're gonna head into a Romanian deadlift after this. Good. Going to the RDL. I'm gonna hold my 30s here. Feet shoulder width apart. We're gonna keep those knees slightly bent. Push that butt out as far as we can go. And lower the weight down by our shins. All the way down to the bottom. Power, back up. Feel that real good stretch in your hamstring on the way down. We're gonna head down to the ground for a dead bug coming up. Good. All right, let's head down to the ground for the dead bug. We're gonna lay on our back in a dead bug formation and go opposite hand, opposite foot, stretch out as far as we can go. Keep that core tight the whole time. Try and keep that lower back against the ground. We don't want it lifting up. Slow control. Good, all right, round 2, back to the step ups. I'm gonna hold some 20-pound dumbbells. We're staying close to this bench. And work. Good, let's go into that RDL. Hold the same weight. Get ready. And work. Good, all right, head down to the ground for the dead bug. Get ready. Good work. All right, round 3. To the step ups. Holding the same weight. Good. Going into that RDL, holding the same weight. Shake out those legs for a sec. Get ready. Work. All right, head down to the ground for the dead bug. Good work. All right, good work. Make your way to standing. Grab a schlux of water. There's your next 3 exercises. Join me back. All right, starting off this round with a sumo squat. I'm gonna hold my 30-pound dumbbell in between my legs. Wide stance. I like to point my toes a little bit out. Drop it low as you can go. And up, squeeze at the top. Squeeze those glutes at the very top. We're gonna go into a alternating reverse lunge. Up. Good. Reverse lunge, alternating, holding my 20s. And work. All that weight's on the front foot, that back foot's just there for stabilization. Good, all right. We're gonna head down to the ground for a bird dog. So it's gonna be kind of the same as a dead bug, except now we're on our knees and hands. So it's gonna be opposite hand and foot. Here we go. Keep that core tight and engaged the whole way through. Good work. All right, back to the top for round 2. Back to our sumo squat. I'm gonna hold the same weight. Get ready. And work. Drive through those heels. Reverse lunges. Hold the same weight. Get ready. And work. All right, back to the ground for the bird dog. Get ready. Core tight. All right, good work. Back to the top for round 3. Going back into the sumo squat. Get ready. And work. All right, reverse lunges. Got my 20s. Get ready. And work.
Lady took me down to where I've been lately. Yeah, her love can make a person hazy. Praying she won't break me down, 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 down. She makes me crazy.
Good, all right. Back down to the ground for the bird dog to finish off the circuit.
She makes me go another round. What are you doing to me now?
Get ready.
Found a way to me somehow. Now you're all I ever dream about. Since I saw you, there's no easy way out. Hear me calling out to you. It's all that I can do. Baby, I am falling. Can't you hear me calling out to you? That's all that I can do. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Baby, I am falling. Baby, hear me calling. Baby, I am falling. Baby, hear me calling.
All right, good work. Whew. That is it for the second circuit. Grab a drink of water. There's the next few exercises. Join me back. All right, coming up for the first exercise is gonna be an elevated goblet squat or an elevated front squat. I'm just gonna use the back of my hex dumbbells and do a goblet. I'm holding my 35-pound dumbbell. If you have a weight plate, that works too, or just anything to elevate your heels on. So here we are, drop it low, low, low. Drive through those heels. I've set my dumbbells underneath my weight rack over there for a calf raise, which is coming up next. You can do them on the back of hex dumbbells or any elevated surface. But if you don't have an elevated surface, you can just go on the tippy tops of your feet and use the ground. Just make sure to emphasize the squeeze. Good work. All right, go to the calf raise. Starting off in that stretched position, we're gonna go all the way down, all the way up. Remember, if you're using something like a weight rack, like I am, you're just using it to balance yourself. You're not using it to push up or assist you in any way other than balance. We're gonna head down to the ground for a plank coming up for a core. All right, let's head down to the ground for our plank. And we're gonna keep that core tight and engage the whole way through. Don't let that bum drop and work. We're about halfway, keep going. All right, awesome job. We're gonna go into that elevated front squat, elevated goblet squat, holding the same weight. Get ready. And work. Good work. All right. Going into the calf raise. And work. Good, all right. Back to the dreaded plank. Remember, if it's a bit too difficult for you, you can modify from your knees. So instead of going on your feet, you go on your knees and then plank. Just try to make sure you go far out, as far out as you can. And work. "15 seconds, almost done." Good work. All right. Third and final round, ladies and gentlemen. Doing good. Let's push, push. Go back to the goblet. Here we go. Good work. All right, calf raise. Get ready here. Work. All right, last exercise, ladies and gentlemen, the dreaded plank. Whew. One more, then we bring it on home. Get ready. And let's work. Doing good, you're about halfway. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. And done. And you have moved daily in your leg and core workout. Whew. All right, that's good. Grab a schlucks of water. Join me for a quick stretch if you can. All right, good work everyone. Let's stretch things out here. I'm gonna use this wall to stretch out my quad. I can see my weight cut is working. I'm starting to get a bit more vascular. I'm trying to be, trying to get down to my birth weight for summer. No, I'm kidding. But like at least 10 pounds lighter than I am currently. I don't know how maintainable it is because I'd rather not eat like a bodybuilder. I love food, you know, I love food. And I love to have food experiences of like going out for dinner and stuff like that. You know, I feel like bonds and friendships are made over food. Is that sappy? I don't know. I don't know, but I like, you know, me and my friends and I do a, well, we did when I lived in Kelowna, a Sunday dinner. So everyone would make something, bring it to Sunday dinner. Maybe we'll bring it back because I'll be here in the summer for the whole summer. So maybe we'll bring it back. It's a good time though. It's really good fun. And thankfully a lot of my friends are good cooks. So it's just a lot of good food all around. But yeah, definitely wouldn't be able to keep at a cut weight for summer, that's for sure. There's too much barbecue, you know? And I guess you can eat around your macros, but what's the fun in that? Live a little, you know? I'm not competing or anything, so there's no point in stressing it because memories are better. You're gonna remember that one barbecue you had, but you're not gonna remember that 900th time you ate chicken and rice for the 20th day in a row, you know? So that is it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next workout.